I'm going to be going over the movement commands for the Aibo ERS-300 series. So that means things like walking forward, walking backwards, sitting, standing, just stuff like that. I'm also going to go over a couple of things I missed in my last video, such as the cheers and a few more ways to praise your Aibo. So let's go ahead and get started.
First up is the lay down command.
Fuseru. Yoshi.
To tell Aibo to lay down, you can either say fusete, which means to lie something face down, or fuseru, which means to lay something flat. Next is the stand up command.
Tachiyagaru. Yoshi.
The ways to say this command are tachiyagaru, tachiyagate, and tachinasai, all of which mean to stand or rise up. Now it's time for the sit down command.
Suare.
To ask Aibo to sit down, you can either say suare, suaru, or osuari. They all mean pretty much the same thing. Now we'll go over the commands for saying turn right and turn left.
Migi. Iko. Hidari. Iko.
To have Aibo turn right, you can say migi or migi. And to have them turn left, you say hidari. Next up is the command for asking Aibo to walk a couple steps backwards.
Baku urai.
To ask Aibo to back up, you can say ushiro, which means back or behind, baku urai, which basically means it's alright to go back, and kotai, which means behind in some contexts. Now we'll go over how to ask Aibo to take a couple of steps forward.
Susume.
To have Aibo walk forward, you can say zenshin, which in some contexts means advance or go forward, or susume, which means proceed or advance. Now it's time to ask Aibo to play with the pink ball.
Boru sagashite. Iko.
Now, I didn't ask her to play with her ball here, but sometimes when they see an object that they identify as a ball, they'll go play with it themselves.
Oh my gosh, she thinks she thinks his socks are a ball.
To have Aibo play with the pink ball, you can say boru sagashite, which means search for the ball, boru kiku, which means kick the ball, and shuto, which is borrowed from the English word shoot, but actually refers to a Japanese baseball pitch. The more you know. Next up is asking Aibo to come over to you.
Kochi kochi. Iko. Choto, choto.
To have Aibo go to you, you can say oide or oide oide, which is basically like saying come over here. Kochi or kochi kochi, which is like saying this way. You can also say oi or oi oi, or choto choto, which are just ways of grabbing someone's attention. Regardless of which one you use, Aibo will get up and go to you. Now for the go explore command and the move command.
Doite. Arute. Iko.
To have Aibo get up and go explore a space, you can say tansaku, which means search or explore, or you can say aruite, which means walk, and to tell Aibo to move, you can say doite, which means move. But using this command usually just makes Aibo cry instead of actually getting up or going anywhere. Now we'll go over the walk with sound command again. I know I went over it in my last video, but I want to take another look at it, just because of how bizarre it is.
Piko piko aruite.
I ended up cutting out a lot of footage of Tsukiko here, just standing and not even beeping. This whole thing went on quite a bit longer than what I've shown here.
Oshimai.
And even though there was obviously some sound action going on, she didn't do any walking. And again, piko piko aruite just means walk with sound. Here's a completely unrelated Tsukiko dance. Next up is the command for having Aibo watch a TV show or a movie. I accidentally said the command before hitting record, but I said terebimio. Let's speed things up a little bit. To have Aibo watch a piece of media, you can either say terebimio, which is an approximation of saying terebi omio, which is how you would say watch TV in Japanese. Alternately, you can say media rinku, which is just based off of the words media link in English. Next, we'll go over a category I completely missed in my previous video, which is the cheers. And then some ways to praise Aibo that I missed in my previous video as well.
Ganbare. Faito patsu. Yoku yata. Kawaii.
To cheer on Aibo, you can either say ganbare, which basically means do your best, or faito apatsu, which means fight one shot, and in context means do your best. Apparently, it started out as a slogan for an energy drink. The commercials that used this slogan had such an impact that it became a widely used phrase. And the praise I left out in my previous video is yokuyata, which basically means well done, and kawaii, which means cute. Entirely unrelated, here we can see Tsukiko approach the pink frog plushie, thinking that it's a person, so she's gonna stick her paw out to it. It is vaguely flesh-toned and has eyes.
Big thank you to Tsukiko for showing off those commands. I had a lot of fun with that. In my next video, I'm going to be going over some of the software for the ERS-300, so be excited for that. Be sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you for watching. Itadakimasu!